no more. I keep on going back to you. See, my days are cold without you. I'm hurting my way. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on going back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, don't wanna find me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Lo. I am Lo, by the way, you guys. Welcome back to my home, and most of all, welcome back to my kitchen. On the menu for today is a meal highly requested by my 3 boys, y'all. I was gonna make me some oxtails, okay? And here they is talking about, Mom, make one of our favorites. What's y'all favorite? Ribs, macaroni and cheese, some baked beans, throw a little devil eggs in there too. Of course, I'm gonna always cook what I know my family will eat, y'all. So don't let anyone tell you what to do in your kitchen. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Come on, let's get it. Let's make these pots jump a little bit, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. So we have yellow mustard, brown sugar, our seasoning, and Sweet Baby Ray's. Now what I did was pull that membrane off of the ribs. And honey, once you pull that membrane off of the ribs and you wash them really good, you're going to go ahead and baste your ribs with yellow mustard. It could be Dijon mustard. It's up to you what you want to put on your ribs. I had yellow mustard, so I'm just going to baste them with yellow mustard. And this is a binder to make your seasoning and brown sugar stick. Now, what I do is I mix my brown sugar and seasoning together. I make my own rub, but it's up to you how you want to do yours. I'm going to go ahead and flip my ribs over, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. You just want to baste it real good. No, you will not taste the mustard at all. So do not be afraid to just put a little mustard on there. And I'll go ahead and do this side, season it really well. And look, listen, we're going to go ahead and wrap these ribs up so we can get them on in that oven. Try not to press the aluminum foil too much on your ribs. Just kind of do it like you see me doing it, because you don't want your aluminum foil to stick to your ribs. So I'm going to slide them in the oven, y'all. Right here, the ribs have been going for approximately 2 hours, guys. I want them fork tender, okay? You don't have to let them go that long. It's up to you. So now I'm going to try to figure out how to get this aluminum foil from up under my ribs without my ribs falling apart, y'all. They are tender to the touch. Do you see how they bend? I'm trying so hard not to break them in half. So I got the aluminum foil, you guys, from up under the ribs. I'm going to go ahead and baste our ribs, okay? Now you want to just use any kind of barbecue sauce you have on hand. I just had Sweet Baby Ray's, and just baste them on up. You want your ribs to be saucy, okay? And that's all I'm doing here, y'all. They smell delicious, okay? And now, once I finish basting my ribs, I am going to put them in the oven for about 15 more minutes without aluminum foil, guys, because they're practically already done. I'm just giving them a nice coat so that barbecue sauce can stick. So I'm going to put them back in the oven, and they came out looking like this, you guys. Tender to the touch, delicious. We have bush baked beans, honey, yellow mustard, barbecue sauce, ground beef, ground sausage, onions, bell peppers, and brown sugar. We're going to make our baked beans, guys. So all I'm doing right here is putting a little vegetable oil down, and I'm going to put those little ground sausages right in there along with my ground beef, y'all. This is the meat for my baked beans. You can use bacon. You can use pork sausage, chicken sausage. It's up to you how you want your baked beans to taste. Cook what you know your family will eat, okay, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and get our meat to going. We're going to throw some seasoning on it because y'all already know if you ain't sneezing, it definitely ain't seasoned. Put some flavor on that food, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let this brown on up, y'all, and get all my seasoning mixed in really well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put our beans on into our pan, y'all. I did 1 can of original beans and 1 can of, I think maple or something like that. And our meat is finished. I've drained our meat and I'm going to add it right on in to our beans, you guys. Yes, indeedy, simple and easy, okay? And then I'm going to go right ahead and add in our yellow mustard, you guys, followed with our barbecue sauce. And I use about a cup of barbecue sauce, guys. And I'm going to add in our whole onion, one whole onion, one whole bell pepper, you guys. Some brown sugar. Yes, indeedy. And we're going to give this a good mix, guys. Get everything combined, incorporated together. So we can go ahead and get these beans on in this oven, y'all. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some seasoning on it. That's just some barbecue seasoning. Season how you want, guys. I'm just, feeding my family what I know they would eat. Followed by some honey, y'all. Yes, indeed. Don't skip that honey. Do not skip that honey. And I'm going to go ahead and get everything mixed on in. And I'm going to go ahead and slide it on in the oven. Once we get everything mixed in, it's smelling good already, y'all. Yes, indeed. I'm going to put some aluminum foil on top of our pan. And that's just so the beans can cook thoroughly. And then I will remove the aluminum foil once the cooking process speeds up. The beans came out looking like this, you guys, and we're going to keep on rolling, okay? So next, we're going to make some deviled eggs. I have some mayo, some sugar, some sweet relish, and mustard. That's all you need for your deviled eggs. I'm going to go ahead and put our eggs in our water and get the eggs to boiling. I have 12 eggs here, guys. I just did a whole carton. So once my eggs are done, and if you never made deviled eggs, I'm just showing you how I get the yolks out of mine. I just cut them in half and do a light squeeze, and they just pop right out, guys. That's how I do my eggs. Or if they're acting stubborn, just get the little knife and just pop them out. It's really simple, guys. But anywho, I went on ahead and just showed you guys a couple of eggs. And now I take my meat masher and I kind of break up my yolks. And I only do this because I want a smooth batter. So once I do that, I added in half of the sweet relish I had. I added in half of the mayo I had. And I'm going to do the same thing with my mustard because keep in mind, you can always add in, but you cannot take out. I added in some white sugar. So once I do that, I get my mixer and I go to mixing. So once I get my batter kind of creamy and how I want it, I'm going to taste it just to make sure I don't have to add in anything else. That's crucial, guys. Just don't dump everything in because it can get really, really soupy like, and you don't want runny deviled eggs. Who does? Ew. But anywho, go ahead and scrape down the sides of those bowls and get your batter how you would like it and what texture you're looking for, guys. I don't like my batter too soupy, not at all. So right here, I'm just tasting the batter, trying to see what I want, what I need. So I know right away I need more sweet relish, mustard, and mayo. No more sugar. Just those three ingredients. So that's what I added on in. That's why I always do half because you never know, guys. So once I get all of that in, I'm going to go ahead with my mixer and continue to make my batter creamy to the texture that I'm looking for, guys. So I'm there. I'm ready to go ahead and fill my eggs. Now, y'all, I didn't have any piping bags or Ziploc bags, but the 2 spoons will work, okay? So that's all I'm doing. I'm just filling our eggs and I'm just going to keep it moving right along until I'm done with everything. So I fill my eggs. I am going to put some paprika on top of the eggs, guys, followed by some parsley, of course. You have to put that money dust on there, okay? But anyways, there's my parsley. I'm just going to shake a little bit on each egg, and we're going to keep it moving to our very last dish. Eggs looking beautiful. So here is my water for my pasta. I'm going to add in some olive oil, followed with some salt. Once I put my salt in there, I'm going to allow my liquid to come to a boil before I put my pasta in. I'm going to put in about roughly 2 cups of pasta. I'm not making a huge pan of mac and cheese. So while my pasta is going, I'm going to go ahead and melt this butter. That was half a stick of butter, followed by some flour. And I'm just going to cook that flour taste right out of my butter. This is just how I do my cheese sauce. Do yours how you see fit. Once I get everything combined really well, I go right in with my milk. Now you can use half and half, heavy whipping cream, evaporated milk. All I had was whole milk, and I'm rolling with it, okay? So I add in my milk, and I just keep stirring until I get the consistency that I want. So I'm going to add in 2 more cups of milk and keep on stirring until I get what I'm looking for, okay? So after I go to stirring and get everything combined into my flour mixture and my butter mixture, I'm going to start adding in my cheese. Now that's 1 cup of cheese, guys, followed by another cup of cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in really, really well. Now you may need to add more cheese. I can tell that I'm going to add more cheese, okay? You want your cheese sauce to be, thick, but not too thick. So I'm going to add in more cheese. And no, it's not ready yet, guys. So once I get my cheese in, I'm going to go ahead and put an egg into my cheese sauce. This is optional. To me, putting an egg in my cheese sauce make my cheese sauce more richer. Just to me, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed in really, really well. Once I get my egg in really, really well, I'm going to go ahead and follow it up with sour cream. That is 1/3 cup of sour cream, you guys. Again, guys, this is optional. You do not have to use an egg or sour cream. I just like to do it this way. But anywho, guys, we're going to go ahead and combine our pasta with our sauce, but not until we season our cheese sauce with some garlic powder, onion powder, some black pepper. Of course, we got to have that pepper. I like to see pepper in my mac and cheese. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt. Y'all don't go crazy with the salt because your cheese is already salty. And then I'm going to sprinkle in just a little paprika. Don't go crazy with the paprika, guys. And then the cheese sauce is ready to meet our pasta. So let's go ahead and grab our bowl that have our pasta in it. Look at that cheese sauce. Yes, indeedy. And we're going to get everything mixed together. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that cheese sauce right on in onto our pasta. I was debating, should I do it all or should I stir it first? I just went on ahead and dumped the whole thing in, guys. Keep this thing rolling, okay? But anyways, we're going to go ahead and mix in our cheese sauce with that pasta because you have to wake that pasta up sometime, okay? But anyways, once we get all that combined and everything is looking good, it's real cheesy, just the way I like it, y'all. Look at that. We're going to get our pan. And what I do is I layer the macaroni and cheese. I do 1 layer of mac and cheese. Then I put some cheese in the middle and then add more mac and cheese, guys. This is just how I do mine. But anyways, go ahead and put some cheese on in that middle. Yes, indeed. And we're going to go ahead and add the rest of that mac and cheese right on top of our cheese. And y'all already know this next step, more cheese. Yes, more cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth everything out and add in our cheese. And we're going to go ahead and get this in the oven so I can get out of the kitchen. You guys, I always just try to cook what my kids ask me to cook because I know it will get ate. I do not like to throw away food. I mean, there's so many homeless people in this world, y'all. Don't know where their next meal is coming from. So I don't like to throw away food. I'm going to add some paprika on top, y'all. Followed by that money dust, some good old parsley, that is. And yeah, y'all, so I just, cook what the boys are gonna eat. And this is how our macaroni and cheese came out, y'all. Look, listen. Thank y'all for rolling with me, spending time with me, laughing with me, cooking with me. I really enjoy doing this, y'all. I'm just a mom that cooks. There's my deviled eggs, my ribs, and of course, those good old baked beans. I'm going to show y'all a plate. I didn't fix this plate. This is my son's plate because my plate would have been fixed very cute, okay? I'm going to talk to y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Who hit the club and his cups full of jealous.